babes, what's up? We are back with another video, and yes, we do this back to back. If you're new on my channel, my name is Steffi Glam. I would love for you to stay with me, so please don't forget to subscribe down below and ring the little bell so you don't miss any of my videos. In my channel, which is your channel, we have a suQQu again. Yes, and this is a continuation from my previous video that I only play with one eyeshadow quad. In one eye, I have the other eyeshadow quad, and in the other eye, I have blushes as eyeshadows. Yes, so if you want to see how I created this eye looks and what do I think about this brand and this collection, keep on watching. Mwah. So now we're gonna go into creating this look. Again, in my previous video, I dedicated myself into creating two looks using this spotlight right here, which is 135. So if you're interested in seeing swatches about this spotlight and eye looks, then go to my previous video and you're gonna see all that there. But in today's video, I dedicated myself into creating one eye look with this baby, and then I wanted to try to create another eye look using the face palette. So let's just see. Let's create this eye look and then weigh into my final thoughts, and I will be telling you what it's worth it, maybe what you should pick up for sure, and maybe what you shouldn't pick up because it's just really not all that. For the first look, I'm gonna be using this beauty right here, guys. Yes, this shade right here in the middle, it is a highlighter, and these two at the bottom, they're also highlighters. I'm gonna start with the lighter shade and my jumbo blender from Sonia G, and I'm gonna pass this shade through my whole eyeball. Perfect. Right here, do they have names? No. This shade right here, it's the one that is catching my eye the most. It's like an orange, that one. It's like an orangey shade, and it looks actually pretty unique. This is gonna be my transition color. So I'm gonna start right here on my outer V, and I'm bringing it into my crease. So that is a transition color in one pass. It's actually pretty light. I don't see that much pigmentation, but let me just go in there, and they are not powdery at all. So now we're gonna go with this shade right here, which is like a dark burgundy, and I'm going to pack a punch and leave it right here on my outer V. So now I'm gonna go back with my jumbo blender from Sonia G, and I'm gonna grab this pretty shade right here. I used this shade in my previous video about this collection in my cheeks, so go check it out so you can see how it looks on my cheeks, because in today's video we are using a different shade on my face. And I'm just gonna run this shade through my lid. So now with my packing brush, I'm gonna go back into the lightest highlighter, and this is gonna go all over my lid. So this is how it looks with my brush dry. You still see some pigment. I mean, it's pretty intense, okay? And then now going in with my wet brush. This is the part that I like the most. Now going into the other side of my packing brush, I'm gonna go into this shade, and I'm gonna go right here, kind of like making a transition color, and then back with this a darker shade. Okay, that's where we're gonna leave it at. Now with my flat defender from Sonia G, I'm gonna go back into this darker color, and that's gonna go in my entire lower lash. So this is the look that I created using this baby right here. Yes, it's supposed to be blush and only blush, and we came up with this look. It is a really soft, light, pinky look. I mean, but you know what? put some eyeliner, so maybe like a dramatic wing, and this is gonna be popping. So what's up, babes? We are back now for the second look. And I have my tape right here because I'm such a perfectionist. Perfectionist? Is that how you say the word? Okay, perfectionist. That I need the line to be straight. You know what I mean, bro. You know what I mean, okay? So now we're gonna go into this baby right here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at this beauty. Like, can you please appreciate? Hello, like, take a look. Please take a look. So for this look with this palette, guys, I am not gonna be doing one of these looks like mixing them all together. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to go by shades, and like that you are gonna be able to see each shade on their own. First, I'm gonna use all my shadows dry, and then you know me, I am wetting my brush. First, I'm gonna start with this one, the light shimmery pink. This shadow, it's a little bit powdery, so now with the other side of my brush, I'm gonna go into this shade right here, and this baby is gonna go right next to this one. This a beautiful shade right here that I swatched it in my last video, and oh boy, it looks stunning. That one is going right here. Perfect, just like that. Now with my blending brush, I'm gonna go back into this shade, and I'm just gonna make sure everything is nice and blended right here. Perfect. So this is how the shadows look without wetting the brush. They are looking kind of similar, or is it me? So now going into my first shadow, the one that I applied on my inner corner and on my tear duct. So guys, I think that this palette, for some reason, it is a little bit more powdery than the other one, okay? I mean, they're supposed to be the same formula. So now going into this light pink, and then back with this, it's like a pink fuchsia color. Yeah, that's gonna go right here. And now I'm gonna be grabbing my wing brush from Scott Barn, the 63, and I'm making a wing. Now like this, you are appreciating all the colors of the palette one by one to the brown, and that brown is gonna go in my whole entire lower lash. This is the look that I created using the face palette, and this is the look that I use with this baby, which this one is the 136. So now that we're done with these two eye looks, we are gonna put to work this face palette in this cheeks. Pretty big cheeks. And I'm gonna be using for this side of my cheeks, my Cheek Pro from Sonia G. And I use this shade, guys, in my previous video. So now I'm gonna be using this too, one in each cheek, and like that you're gonna be able to appreciate all the shades between this video and the other one. So let's start with this one right here, which it is actually like the most interesting color. It is like orange, peachy color. So let's see. That is super pretty. That it's this shade right here. I like it. That shade looks good in a lot of skin complexions. So now for this side, I'm gonna be using my Wayne Gash. I'm changing brushes because I want to see which one picks up more product. So now I'm gonna go into this shade right here for this cheek. Perfect. So that's pretty. So this shade right here, it is this shade. Okay. video, I want to see how intense can this highlight really get. So I'm going to be using a more dense brush, which is going to be my Detail Pro from Sonia G. It is a more skinny, it's for detail work, so it's going to give me that definition and like the right spot where I really want the highlighter to be, which is gonna be right here in the highest points of my cheek. So first I'm gonna be going into the lightest one for my nose. And guys, I like a really like a booming in your face highlighter, like I'm extra. So I'm gonna be putting the lightest shade in my nose. And you see, with a really tiny, with a more precise brush, it is giving me a lot more pigmentation, as you can see it right there. And I appreciate that, thank you. The peak of my nose, because you will never stop me from highlighting the peak of my nose. Let me grab it with my finger and see what we get. Oof. That is booming in your face, booming in your face, booming. This highlighter right here, guys, it is really intense, as you can see. Look at my nose. Now we're gonna use one of each. Like this one, I'm gonna use it in this cheek, and this one in this other one. And then like that, we're gonna appreciate all three highlights. And also remember, if you want to get a little bit more of a pigment of your highlighter, you can spray my brush, or and then I go in with my highlight, and this should give me a little bit more of pigment. See? And let's go in the rose gold highlighter, and you know this one is going right here. So this is the rose gold highlighter, guys, and I see it. Everything looks super pretty. But out of the three highlighters, the one that I like the most, it is, of course, the more booming one that you see right there in the peak of my nose. I know I'm blending you right now, girl. I know I'm blending. So we are done with this eye look. In case it looks similar to you, it's because I did apply the brown and I created a wing in this eye. Yes, my eyes were looking weird, one bigger than the other one, and already this one look a little smaller because I have like a little thing right there that is hurting my eye, and it's like I have my eye a little down, but we grind it, okay? We're not gonna stop doing this video because my eye hurts. So now, what do I think about this collection, guys? What do I recommend you? So I love both of the eye looks that I created. I really love pink. That is like, I'm super girly. I love pink. So anything that have to do with pink, I'm all lover, okay? This collection came with two palettes, guys. It came with these two babies, and as you can see, one of them is pinky, and the other one is purple. So in case that you don't want to pick up the whole collection, because you can grab two of the shadows, the face palette, and both of the lipsticks for $245. But if you don't want everything in the collection, then you can also pick these babies up individually. They each go for $52. And the way that I recommend you to look at this palette is, if you are into pinks, go with this one. And if you are into purples, go with this one. Because in order for you to have this palette, guys, you need to be into purples, because whatever look you create with this palette, it's going to give you a purple finish. And whatever look you create with this palette, it's going to give you a pink finish. So that is a perfect way to recommend this palette. Both of them are stunning. And one thing that I did notice it through the whole video, I was kind of like peeping at that, is that I did notice it a little bit more fallout with this palette, the pinky one, than with this one. I don't recollect me having that much fallout with this palette, the 135. But again, that's just me being picky. That's just me being extra. It's not something that was driving me insane. So beautiful, guys. This color, the black and gold, the whole attention to detail of suQQu, it is so exotic and so sexy and so like Yes, it is. Okay. Now going into the face palette. Do I recommend you the face palette, guys? Again, to each his own. Everybody can do whatever they want here. I'm just always gonna give you my honest opinion. You can either take it or you can even leave it, okay? This palette, it is a pretty palette. As you can see right now, I don't know if you peep it before or if I'm showing you now, they are giving you 3 colors right here, okay? The 2 blushes and this one is the brightest color right here. So when you go right here, you have this perfect plump blush with this perfect rose gold highlighter. When you go in the middle side, you have this super bright, it's like a cherry pinky color, and you go with this super bright champagne highlighter. And then now going into the other side, you have this orangey peachy blush that goes perfect, so on point with this copper highlighter. So what they kind of did is that they did the job for you right here. This one goes with this one, that one with that one, and this one with this one. You don't even have to think. They go perfect. They pair beautiful one another. My only complaint about this palette is that it is that formula that is like hard to pick up. Like forgot the name, fuck. It is like hard powder to pick up. So for you to be able to work with this palette, you need to work with the right brushes or you're not gonna grab no pigment. So I mean, the best brushes that I would recommend you for formulas like this, they are natural hair brushes, either Sonia G, Wayne Gas, or whatever other natural hair brushes you have. But the advantage that palettes and formulas like this have is that you are not gonna have a no fallout. Okay. You know, it's kind of like a plus and a minus. The each is on. I just wanted to let you know the little, you know, thing, so you have that in mind. You have to use, if you have the right brushes, you are golden. You're set to go. Now going into my favorite part of this whole collection, it is the lipsticks. Can you please, I can't recommend you enough these lipsticks. Like, I swear I can. And you know what is funny? That I wasn't even gonna pick up these lipsticks. I wasn't gonna pick up these lipsticks. Like, at first I was like, no, I don't want them. I only want the face spotlight and the eyeshadows. I'm not getting that big set, and that's it. I'm done. So my baby Gigi, she actually told me, like, get them, no, get them. Okay. And then I was showing my husband pictures and he's like, you should just get the kit instead of just getting them individually. And I was like, oh, whatever, screw, let me just pick them up and that's it. Yeah, okay. And I picked them up, and even when they got here, that I was doing my previous video, all the way through, like, it was time for me to, like, apply them on my lips in the video. I was like, whatever, I mean, they're gonna be regular lipsticks. No, they feel so yummy, they feel so smooth, they last actually on the lips a long time. And once you have them on your lips and they dry, you don't feel them. You totally forget that you have lipstick on. But alright, babes, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much again for staying here with me. I love you all so much, and just, I hope if you're not subscribed to my channel yet, you are considering to subscribe right now. And don't forget to ring the little bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Mwah. Bye, guys.